Hey, I love you. I'm talking to myself again. How can I not? I love you so much. And about the symbols, how can I not love myself? No. The symbols and the words. Don't think of them like this thing with the numbers and the symbols. The problem with them is that they go together. So the problems with them is you can always figure them out. Like all of the symbols, all of the numbers, the letters, all of that goes together, and that is the problem with it. So that is why I say don't go there. Like you can always figure them out. So for a couple of days I tell you my mistakes, because if I do, perhaps it means you will not go there, and I really hope you don't. So don't learn from your own mistake, learn from mine, please. And when you educate yourself, you see the symbols, you see the numbers, you will probably get to pi, and you will make them all. You connect them between like the numbers go to the symbol and the symbols go to the letter and all over around. The problem with that is not that it doesn't work. The problem with it is that it works. So it keeps you there, you don't want that. Because for a while I thought like, oh, I can figure out, like, she always want to be smart. The ego always want to be smart. That's what it's like it does. It like to figure everything out. So it's like, yeah, it want to figure it out. And the reason, what I wanted to do anyway, is to help you avoid doing this. Is like I try to figure out the movement of light. Like if you get the symbols and the numbers together, you will create a movement, and it all goes together through the symbols and through the numbers. And when you have that, how shall I say, that movement through the symbols, which you can figure out by the letters, by the numbers. So then when you watch that movement, your thought will absolutely directly follow that movement, and it become like the movement of light. So when you get the movement of light, you just watch it, and then you become it, of course. So but the problem with that is you cannot go there through the mind at all. You can, though. The only way you can go to it is by the feelings. And I write it on my hand here. Yeah, this is so crucial. Like all the interference, something get born from it. So when things go together, when things communicate with each other, something always comes out of it. Like here is one, and it become a child, and it of course become the triangle, and you can have it this way, then it goes together, this way, begin apart and then grows together, and there you get the numbers, the symbolism and all that. The problem with that is God is like a rhythm. Like God is everything, but you don't know everything, so you gotta follow the movement, and the movement is a rhythm. So what I felt like, okay, but what is like the point of this? Because if if I am everything and I am about to figure out I am everything, how can I be sure when I am everything, when I like experience the feeling of being everything, how can I be sure I will choose to do good? Like, I don't have like a view. I don't have like this is wrong, this is right. How can I be sure it's meaning that I will use it to the benefit of all? Because perhaps I just go around and feel like completely satisfied and don't even care about good. Why should I? I'm everything, so good is not even better than bad. So the reason why we will choose to do good when we are God, which is not really to do good, but it is because it's a rhythm. It is because it is a flow, and the flow is always flowing towards highest subtleness or highest complexity. So that is why it has to go. That is why we will do good, because good is more God. Good is more complex than darkness, or light is more complex than darkness. So that is why we will just follow that rhythm. So that's why everything becomes better, basically. And it is also because it's not hard to do good, because when you choose to do, you cannot even call it good, but when you choose to do beneficial thing, it is easier to do beneficial thing than non-beneficial thing, because it's a flow. So if it's thinking the thought, I choose to do something good, that is not a flow. But when you just do, that is a flow. That is like a rhythm. So it doesn't take any effort to flow. That is why when you feel the body, it doesn't take any currency from you when you feel the body, because you flow every time you feel the body. It's when you divide your energy up, that is when you don't flow. That is when it like deprives you of energy. So that is a little important to keep in mind. So don't go into the mind game. I just kind of tell you that because that is so crucial. The mind game, I mean, don't go too deep into the symbolism, because it is not the problem we have to solve. The problem is that it works, it goes together, and that is the problem with it. And it deprives you of your time, your energy, your currents. So instead, to reach this flow, reach it through the body, because it's a flow, it's a rhythm, you know. So I love you so much. Goodbye.